Today we are obviously doing some more death and taxes testing. Just updating Carper Live here. Still fiddling with stuff on the sideboard. Mostly, I'm mostly happy with the contents of my main deck at this point. I think I'm within like 1 or 2 cards of what I'm probably going to be playing, but the sideboard's still finicky. I tried out some new things yesterday. Wasn't particularly impressed by any of them. And I'm kind of rolling back to an earlier, I guess not that much earlier. Basically, I tried out something on Monday, didn't like it, and kind of reverted. I think the only big difference from like the list I played on Friday that I 5-0'd with is there's a Ballista instead of a Path and a Spirit Keeper instead of a Sarah Avenger. That just texts for a lot of different matchups. Like, Ballista is actually kind of unimpressive against the Blue-Red Delver decks lately, but it is a lot better in, like, the Mirror and Maverick and against Baleful Strix decks, and even against, like, Miracles. It's obviously better to board than a Path, but it's, like, it's a card that has text, can, like, ping off Jaces and stuff. And the Spirit Keeper is definitely, it's really good against Grixis, especially in the main deck, because if you get into a position where you can tutor it... Oh, wait, no, we're also playing a Brimaz, as opposed to my list on Friday. Forgot about that one. But the Spirit Keeper, if you can tutor it in Game 1, if you have a chance to get it on the board, it's like very hard for Grixis to beat it, especially because a lot of them are just on no main deck sweepers, and then like a couple in the sideboard. So if you can just like split open a Hell Spirit Keeper and get like 4 or 5 spirits, it's a lot for them to push through. In addition to that, obviously it's bad against the Plow decks, but it's decent against Blue or Delver. It's a card that you can cast into an Arcanist, Dreadhorde Arcanist, which is not nothing. But also that's the reason for Brimaz mostly, is that it's like the only 3-drop. It's the only card we're playing that can actually like really be cast into an onboard Arcanist. It doesn't just get like attack, bolt, kill it. If they bolt it so they get their attack through, you can either choose to block and you still trade with it because your thing has 1 toughness left. You trade with it and you get your cat, or you can just like the Brimaz will just eat the bolt and then like you take the 1 or whatever. So Brimaz is probably like the #1 card you can cast into Arcanists and stuff, as well as like it's fine in other grinding matchups. Grixis notably has been going up on bolts over pushes, in part to combat like Narsets and stuff going around. You obviously can't push a Narset, but you can usually bolt it after they minus it once. So that means Brimaz gets better because it's immune to bolt, immune to K-Command. You have to like push it, or it's hard to like edict off the board. Oh, dog going apeshit in the other room again. That's about it. So let's just jump in and jam. I cried about this on Discord about you streaming. Oh, did you? Oh, I do see myself. Oh, I see you. Yeah. I tried out some of the things that you were talking about, like for your sideboard stuff, yesterday, and I wasn't like super happy with them. That's mostly just like personal preference in a lot of things, and 5 matches isn't exactly like valuable data. I was just about to get bored. Show the list. The list yesterday or the list today? The list today should be on Cardboard Live. Like, double check this thing's working. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, the list yesterday was like a couple of sideboard changes. Wait, did I join a league or did I only... Okay, now yeah, we're in the queue. Jeez, whoever this person is just jamming leagues. Like almost triple the 2nd place in trophies. I played against them once, and we did win. I think that was for our Friday 5-0, if I recall correctly. They were on Delver, Blue-Red, or maybe Grixis, I forget. But like, there's just so much fucking Delver online right now. It's pretty silly. Yeah, I think that was the day we played against Grixis twice. It was like Grixis Rug, I think. Friday night 501 to Tuesday night 2-3. That's the plan. This hand is like aggressively medium. I think I'm gonna keep it, but I'm not excited about it. No double white's really awkward, but double wasteland is powerful. This hand does seem bad. I'm not. It's definitely on the lower end, but like I'm really adverse to mulling after like fucking yesterday. We just mulled to 5 so many fucking times yesterday. Maybe I should like lower my standards on a good hand. This hand's definitely below average for sure. I think basically what I always say about these hands is like any hand like that does not have Vile, Stoneforge, or Thalia is just like made like I think almost any 6 that has Vile, Stoneforge, or Thalia and like the lands to cast is like probably better than this. Might not be the blue. Yeah, let's mull again. I'm not happy with this hand. And we'll have like a no-lander here. Oh, well, I think this hand is better. This hand is turn 3 GTA if that's relevant. I think I just want a second Stoneforge because it's like another spell and just hope to God my opponent is not on like a combo deck. Just because our hand is pretty threat light. Before Belcher. Well, if it was Belcher, then none of our mulligans mattered, and it's okay. Alright. Get like a Volcanic Island and cast a Delver of Secrets. We're playing against the Waterfalls deck. This is the Ancient Two-Bit. It's been pretty stock. I haven't played D&T since. It's pretty fine. You find the Envoldson quote. It's like, he gives just like very offhand rough percentages of like, oh, it's like basically just any other land, like X% of the time. It's better than a Plains Y% of the time, and it's like it won you the game Z% of the time, and like it loses you the game some of the time, obviously. But anyway, I'm really tempted to not get Batterskull here because we could just play and equip whatever equipment we want. But like having Mompa Stoneforge and we just having the option to get Batterskull is really good. Next turn, I guess we could just put in the Batterskull and Stoneforge up a sword. You could find room when you play 1-1-2. Probably not. I hate colorless lands in this deck, honestly. Yeah, let's just get Batterskull. I think next turn we're just going to Ancient Tomb, play Stoneforge, and Sorcery Speed in the Batterskull. Yeah, the percentages are definitely not helpful, but like it is a good like rough estimate to kind of showcase the feeling, right? Like it is just another land a lot of the time, but like in this position right now, our life total isn't under any pressure. It's going to help us like double spell over the course of one turn. Did I see his Phil's bad D&T? I did catch parts of it. Yeah, I think we're just gonna get sword. I could even just go get sword and then put in the sword and equip it. I'd have to equip it with like the mom though. That probably sucks. Just make a Batterskull. Pop a Planeswalker and an artifact at the same time. That's pretty sick. Pretty nice value there. All right, cool. We did it. Opponent can't. I mean, this is a good start. Next turn, we just have put it in and equip Sword of Fire and Ice and just, like, mash their face in, all with, like, this Mother of Runes up. Unfortunately, we don't know a lot of the specifics of the list. These the Rogue Waterfall lists are, like, really kind of varied, I guess, is the word. So it's hard to know, like, what cards I want. Like, removal can range from, like, great to terrible. I've seen some of these lists playing Arcanist, but I've seen some that are just playing Bloodbraid and Shardless. In which case you don't really want Swords of Plowshares. Like, do I want Council's Judgments? Probably, because these decks are usually like Ren decks, too. I was Operation Q into Maverick. Probably not going to go well. I think Miranda is probably in her 5th match by now, so we're probably gonna dodge. Yeah, Chalice is great. Let's get these Chalices in here. Prelate, also great for a similar reason. Rip, probably not. Does it play Strix? Oh, like the blue-green Strix? My opponent had basic island that wasn't snow-covered, so they're not playing the Strix. If that's what you mean. Actual Strix? Oh, what? You're still playing Cyber Prelate and Chalices? Yeah, the Prelate's a more recent addition, but yeah, Chalice has, like, been very locked into the sideboard for me, personally. Hallowed Spiritkeeper seems good in this matchup. Brimma seems good in this matchup, since they're probably either on Bolts or Punishing Fires, or both. Revokers probably suck. Jailer is pretty medium against the Rhinos, but can also help you grind when you're not getting Rhinoed. I guess maybe we'll just, like, board lightly and kind of go from there. Thought Third Chalice was better than the Sideboard Prelate. Not always. There are definitely, like, different matchups where you'd want the Prelate for over, like, the Chalices. Specifically, Sneak and Show is a big one. But even, like, Delver sometimes having the body or the ability to, like, Violet in, or the ability to pick with Mom can all be relevant. It's like, let's just board a little lightly and figure out what they're on more. I think Council's Judgment is going to be largely better than Plow, but, like, sometimes you just need to, like, plow the Rhino. Or, like, if they're on Arcanist or something. Yeesh. This is a hand of magic cards. Tempted to keep with my opponent. So, with my opponent moving to 6 and our hand being all mana now, but that's just greedy as fuck. Bring in Surgical because they play magic. Oh yeah, if we saw the Punishing Fire, like, Rip's not an unreasonable choice. I was saying it's a thing. Yeah. Although I guess I would prefer the Third Chalice over the Prelate against Miracles. I think I want this. So it's Vial into Thalia or Stoneforge, and then Vial in the other. Sylvan Library, that's a pretty good one. Definitely makes my mana now a little worse. They'll definitely be able to hit land drops pretty well, but I think we're just going to jam Thalia, make their spells cost more, clear the path for a Stoneforge Mystic, etc. etc. Those Rhinos and not Ancestral Vision, I might be tempted to fire the turn one waste. Maybe. I don't know. This feels a little greedy. I guess they did mold to 6. What did they do with the Scry? They topped. Okay. Probably not super reasonable in that case. Wasteland me. Do it. Do it, punk. No. I turn one waste people way too often. Alright, so now we can just waste import them. Which is certainly nice. And because we drew another port, we're not going to, like, get our wasteland, or port wastelanded and then be on one land. You're like a reasonable person, I didn't even know they mulligan. It's Rogue Shardless. Yeah, this is like the Rogue Waterfalls deck. Yeah, I'm down for wastelanding the red. Man, I wish my wastelands worked 70% of the time. My turn 1 wastelands. It's always a really tempting play. I pay way too much attention to like what my opponent does when they go dual land ponder, and if they shuffle it, then I'm like, wasteland time, even though it's like not even always correct. God, I would draw like Sanctum Pearl next turn. That'd be gasoline. So waste my port. We still have another land drop to Mystic Batterskull. Assume we'll probably have shatters, like Ancient Grudge makes sense. Ponder Shuffle set up the Wasteland button in my brain, exactly. It's so tempting. Oh no, Crashing Footfalls. God, I hope we draw this Sanctum Prelate. So I assume they're going to fire off this Wasteland after we violin this Stoneforge, right? Because they'll be trying to take me off of 2 mana. The format making the Elephant Suspend card playable. It makes Rhinos, thank you. What's up, Ori Tart? I'm really bad at, like, if I meet a person offline first, if I know them in person, I'm terrible at calling them by their, like, internet moniker. So, like, I'll call Patrick Patrick. So I should probably just call you Elaine. Like, I'll call Lackey Lackey because I've never met him IRL or anything. Anyway, we want to keep picking this up because we have this Jailer. And if we draw a Prelate, that's just amazing. That's not amazing, but I'll take it. I mean, probably won't do anything with it for a fair bit. Thalia's married, even though I haven't technically met her. Yeah, I kind of go back and forth on that one. It's inconvenient because her Discord name is Thalia, so it just makes it really hard to refer to her when we're talking about Death and Taxes a lot. How's this Legacy playable? I mean, it's really bad if you're just suspending it all the time. Certainly in some matchups you do get to the point where you can suspend and resolve it, but it's mostly because you, like, shardless it or whatever. Dang, they didn't target me. Oh man, Ancestral plus Sylvan Library? Fuck. Judge. Oh no, my frames are dropping. Oh wait, no, they're back. Is it 3 mana, 10/10 Legacy playable? What's the mana cost exactly? What colors are we talking? This is a Shardless Agent. Oh man, with Sylvan Library, now that's a Wombo combo. Oh, well, this is terrifying. Didn't have a name like a Street Fighter player. So I don't love jailering here. It seems really scary, too. Because these things have trample. I mean, I guess they would take Monarchy. They wouldn't get their Rhino back if we could try to retake Monarchy. I'm afraid of my... not a great draw. I'm afraid of my Batter Skull getting blown up. Even a jailer, I'm gonna hate it anyway. You're probably right, honestly. Then they're just gonna like Ancient Grudge my Batter Skull, hit me with a Rhino. We're gonna put in Sword, equip, attack them, kill the Shardless, take it back. This Crashing Footfall is ticking down. It's gonna be a mess. I'm just hoping they don't have like Ancient Grudge to just like wreck my life. There's probably attack first, honestly, right? I think I'd rather trade with a Rhino. If they want to do that exchange, and then I can jailer the other one. Although I ticked this vial up to 4, so it's incredibly suspicious. Make sure equipment as is tradition. H Dyer 1997, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Stack block, sure. I'll trade. Palace Jailer, the other Rhino. Back to 3 Cataclysm. Yeah, I briefly played 2, and I was like, man, I really want the 3rd Cataclysm again. Yeah, we need to set up to beat the 2nd Footfalls. What's this tweet? Here, I'll show it for the people at home that didn't want to click on the link. That is actually hilarious. Menguchi is a treasure. I love Menguchi. Play versus control. Yeah, we played against it once yesterday, and like all my draw steps, I was like, man, I wish I would draw Cataclysm here. And then we didn't draw Cataclysm, and I was sad. Alright, it looks like they don't have removal for the Stoneforge, but we will have to awkwardly block this Shardless Agent. Whoa. That's terrifying. Can we draw, like... Oh, we can't actually draw Flicker Wisp, can we? I mean, we can, but it wouldn't do anything. We might lose this game. And we might want all of our plows against the Tarmogoyf deck. The 2nd Footfalls is coming. But there's the Flicker Wisp. If we draw another land, we'll be in business, right? If we draw a white source next turn, they'll take Monarchy, but we can attack with the Mom and get it back. Kill the Shardless Agent, Flicker Wisp, or Batter Skull, and then this Crashing Footfalls comes down. Also, they do have P-Fire, but we haven't seen Arcanist. I'd be kind of shocked if they had Arcanist at this point. I guess would I? They're like pretty creature focused. We're gonna board in all of our plows anyway, and maybe even some council's judgments. Ren, sure. Doesn't really do anything right now. I guess thinking about this wasteland, but we don't really need our non-basics right now. Volk, sure. Use no shatter my sword. Fuck. Feel like we're pretty boned here. Attack with both seems kind of loose. Come on, white swords, please, one time. One time dealer. Fuck. Wow, actual squire. Nice draw. So we can play GTA equip. We're dead. We're super dead. Play GTA equip, attack, get counters, do nothing. Sort of like ancient too. You could actually equip the batter skull and maybe do something. Cindervine is interesting, and thank God it's not ancient grudge. At least we can beat that. I think we're just conceding going to game 3 here to reassess. Probably want all my plows versus the Tarmogoyf crashing footfalls. I mean, plowing crashing footfalls is obviously not where you want to be, but sometimes it is where you have to be. And I think I don't want this Jailer. Like I said, crashing Jailer is not great against footfalls and is less great against the decks that like the versions that play a bunch of creatures. Sure, I did not play a deck that plays up on the top end, so File becomes useless. Oh yeah. The old 1/4 of. Or was it board plan? I wouldn't be surprised if they're not. These decks are totally not set in stone yet. Just people are just like playing whatever the fuck they want. These like nonsense waterfalls lists. So they have punishing fire. So do I want either of these? Is a question. Do I want all my plows? Just play Captain of the Watch. Oh yeah, they have Tarmogoyf. Duh, we want Rip. I'm an idiot. Yeah, they have Tarmogoyfs in their deck. This is a slam dunk. Surge Gold, probably not great. Just for P-Fire. Do we want to just max out on removal? What are we cutting right now? I almost want to cut these Thalias. Is that wrong? Thalia seems like kind of miserable. I guess it's good against like Charlotte's Agent though. It's like miserable against the Tarmogoyf though. What sucks? Moms are fine. Stoneforges are fine. Vermez is fine. What are we playing versus? We're playing against Rug Crashing Footfalls Rhino deck. Maybe we just like don't play any of these Council's Judgments. Cathalia's play Council's Judgments. It's like also another option. Let's play like 2. Autopiloting on MTG on your 3-0 with a 5 color pile. Good against the 2/2 side of a 10 is a bad argument, but like it's always good against the fact that they now need like 4 mana to cascade and stuff, right? It's not just these hands are gross, but keepable. We have Mana Denial, and like Mom Stoneforges just continues to be a powerful line. It worked for game 1. There's no reason it won't work for game 3, right? Besides the fact that they have artifact removal in their deck now. Like, Thalia is good against a lot of their deck. They have a lot of non-creature spells. Like the Punishing Fires and Renin 6s and Crashing Footfalls, whatever. They have Ponders, Brainstorms, Bolts. etc., etc., etc. I guess Renin 60 is good at killing Thalia as well. Needle on Faithless, thanks for the 2-month resub. Appreciate it. Sandez just has Mom into Stoneforge for Batterskull and to hope my opponent doesn't have like Bolt into Punishing Fire. Basic Mountain. Oh no, Mom. Alright. Are we running back that thing that I just said I hope doesn't happen, and it's definitely going to happen? We're definitely going to tutor Batterskull here. Punishing Fire. Well, I literally said, I hope they don't have Bolt into Punishing Fire. And they had Bolt into Punishing Fire. Man, I should have played Schadenport last turn. I'm a fool. I don't get to port them. I guess I probably should have cast the Wisp into Wasteland. They do have Dreadhorde Arcanist. Learning all sorts of new things. Kind of glad I didn't cast Flicker Wisp now. I'll just port them that turn, because they could like cast like Instance, Brainstorm. Do I just want to go with the sword? This Arcanist doesn't do anything yet, but it does prevent us from like, getting onto the board very well. I think we'll set the sword. Cast Batterskull. Cast Batterskull plan is not unreasonable. Hoping they just don't have blue mana, but if they just like cast a Sylvan Library here, like we're getting got. Oh, there's just Spinning Footfalls, sure. Bolt me. Coward. Ooh, Chalice. Chalice on 2 is like not the play, right? Good Chalice on 0. Good Chalice on 1. These are all options. This Footfalls is kind of scary. I think it's scarier than this Arcanist. Yeah, Chalice, I'm definitely porting this turn. It's just a matter of, like, what am I putting this Chalice Avoid on? If it's on 0, I just don't play it this turn yet. I guess I could, in case they have, like, Shardless, though. 100% Chalice 2. Really? 100%? That seems kind of loose in my deck that has, like, at least 7 other 2-drops that I could draw. Oh, wait, Chalice on 2 turns off Cindervines, too. Hang on. Maybe Luanil's not crazy. Starting off all their Shatters is actually, like, insane, right? Then, like, Batterskull holding Sword of Fire and Ice just, like, carries the team. Luanil, not nuts. Yeah. Luanil, you're onto something. I like where your head is at. Because we can beat up some Rhinos, especially because we have this Wisp too. Man, we just get fucking dacked. We just super die. Bolt me, coward! I'm just gonna windmill slam this Batterskull here. Alright, we have a turn to suit up and punch them in the face. We have 2 turns to suit up before this crashing footfalls comes down. They're gonna attack and bolt the skull. They have like another bolt, maybe? Well, we can flicker us with Power Skull and okay. Yeah, double bolt's fine. We have Wisp. So I'm just gonna equip the sword to my Wisp, I think, over porting them. Well, maybe not. Maybe yes. Yeah, let's just suit up this Wisp. Oh yeah, otherwise they can just attack with the Arc. Oh, no, they can't really attack with the Arcanist, so then it would just die to the Batter Skull, but... Now we have a very sizable board that I'm pretty sure can brawl with 2/4/4 Rhinos. No DAC, please. Would not appreciate getting DAC'd. Please don't. Okay, sure, that's fine. Sure. Shardless is far more beatable than DAC Faden. Why can't I X this out? Oh, no, because it's exiled. That's not. I thought that was revealed cards. That was over here. Oh, yeah, because the Wasteland got revealed. Or exiled, because of the Cascade. That's how it works. So this list doesn't run deck. I don't know. I don't know if there is, like, a list for this deck, and I've seen decks that play deck, so... Also, yeah, we're just going to Chalice on 0 and get this crashing footfalls out of here. Just savagely destroy them. Oh man, we drew another Wisp too. I don't think I'm going to even cast this Wisp. I think I just... thought Chase signed an exclusivity clause with deck. That is maybe the case. The game is ended. We did it! Haha! I'm tempted to say Chalice on 3 out of respect for exactly Dak Faden. But no, Chalice on 0 there is just like so savagely good. Even if they have a DAC, we just like kill the DAC and then we flicker Wisp our equipment back. At that point, like we're not even scared of at that point. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that was actually a huge beating. Luminal coming in clutch with the Chalice on 2 line, which I did not even consider. Usually just shuts off everybody's Shatters, because everyone plays Shatters at 2 mana, because you can't Shatter a Chalice on 1 with the 1 mana spell. No, Prono was not running any Snow Basics. They were running normal Basics. Hey, Bara. How's it going? That sounds okay. Especially again, it's okay against other tackles. I'm not happy about it, though. I think this is more keepable than that game 1-7 that we had last. Oh, it's all good. He's probably on death and taxes, because I've been talking with him about prepping for the whatever event, the playoffs. But he might be on some other nonsense. Close the channel. Yeah, I don't know when that man sleeps, but anyway, I'm not super thrilled about this, but I think I'm keeping. Okay. He has clarified he's on death and taxes to even the playing field a little bit. Although that is what I assumed. I think we're on like the same 60 if he's playing like the 60 that we had been chatting about. There are definitely some distinct sideboard differences though. Nothing, huh? Ooh, the old turn 2 vial. I'm in for it. It's possible I wanted to play port there instead of wasteland. I wasn't actually sure. But I think if he doesn't have a 1-drop and he wants to like wasteland my wasteland, I'm fine. Difference to the favor. Not really, right? Oh man, we have this Crocus. Like, in the sideboard aren't like distinctly different in a way that's like favorable for him in this matchup. Like, I'm still playing a Walking Ballista and stuff. I guess he's playing Sword of War and Peace. So we're just. I guess that. Because I wasn't expecting exactly Thalia. Otherwise, it obviously would have been better to play Port here. I could wasteland this Caracas. Yeah, we have a lot of land. I'm kind of down for that. I'm just going to take up our vial here. No, we have a third council judgment where he does not. Boink. We'll assess sideboards. I don't think it's unreasonable to port him. Yeah. Well, like that turn instead of like just letting the Thalia hit. That's actually kind of fair, honestly. I was too busy thinking about all the value I get from him casting Thalia. Is he going to waste on my Gracchus? Then we can deport it, and life's great. Play Mom, sure. So we'll plow the Mom. Plow the Mom on tap, play Port, have Revoker. Ooh, interesting. He might actually be playing around a Port here by not wastelanding yet. Because Port's a better wasteland target. Because he doesn't want to, like, if he's under mana pressure, he decides to go for it. Which is reasonable. Bad time to draw that, but I think I'd rather Port at this stage. Next turn we can just cast Mom, still Port. Am I putting in this Revoker, and if so, what am I putting it on? Ooh, second Caracas. I think I'm just holding on to it, but then I'm taking this Vial up to 3. I just hate wasting Caracas in the mirror. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it's okay. I think I'd rather play second Vial here than the Mom now. Think it matters. It could matter if I have Brimhouse in hand, but I don't. Thalia? Revoker? Oh, that's kind of rude. Do I just want to put in this Wisp for no value? That seems pretty medium, but we're also a little bit tight on mana here, honestly. I just want to get a 3-1 into play. We're not going to do any tricks with it anymore if this Revoker is on Vials, which it will be. So, yeah, I'm kind of down for just having a 3-1. I don't know if I want to play any of these Revokers still. I don't have anything to put any of them on. Like, I could put them on GTA, but what if we draw our GTA? Attack for 2. Yep. Cast Thalia. Cast something better. Either Vial. Shoot, I was supposed to click yes on that one. Probably doesn't matter. He's got 4 cards in hand, but hasn't like played a Stoneforge yet, or like a GTA or anything. God, do I even want to cast this? I think I do. If anything, just like block. I could just name Aether Vial with mine as well. Just trade. Nah, let's name GTA. Oh, I can't have 6. I have Mother Ruins in play. Mom makes me want to name GTA. Shouldn't Mom make you like not want to name GTA because we can stop it with the Mom? Although I guess we can't stop a Revoker with the Mom. Yeah, I was thinking that like if we actually find our GTA, like if we find a Stoneforge, we can just get like Sword or whatever and like put them in the ground. But if we find it like our actual GTA as our draw, then we can probably like just aggressively attack with it and just pressure him that way. Ooh, that could have been bad if he had a GTA. Wisp, sure. Wisp his own Revoker. Wisp my Vial on 3. Wisp nothing. Yeah. Just Wisp a land, sure. So this is tricky, because you could have Plow here. I could just cast my Thalia. Makes it so that he can't Plow if he wants to like try to trade Wisps or something. And we have GTA locked up, so kind of game for this. I mean, he has Caracas, obviously, so it's not great here, but like taxes his mana more. We'll port the Ancient Tomb. Maybe actually tap with both here. If he wants to trade here, I'm fine with that. If he wants to trade here, I'm fine. If he wants to lose his Wisp to the Mom, I'm fine. Yeah, I think I just want to get the pressure on. Why wouldn't you attack with the Revoker? If he trades Revokers, we have our Vial online. And if he trades with the Wisp, then like what's going to happen? He can't cast a GTA. Yeah, he needs a lot to play and equip the GTA and get rid of the Thalia, so. I assume this shield is down so we can like plow this Mom in or something. Yeah, our Vial's on 2, so we can put in our Revoker. Or we can just put the Thalia back in, like first strike it, too. I think we're pretty if the Revoker died. Well, I guess if the Revoker died, then the Wisp would still be alive. But if the Wisp is still alive, then, like... Yeah, there's the Plow. Caracas Thalia, land plus GTA. No, because we're porting this Ancient Tomb, right? They Caracas the Thalia, land plus GTA still doesn't do it, right? Because they still need the 5th mana. Could put Prelate on one. I think we're just gonna swing with everybody. Yeah. Oh yeah, these planes. You feel if there are 3 planes. Really, he's gonna. No, he's not gonna take this. He's gonna make me pick it up, right? I don't know what he's trying to finagle over there. Seems like he's trying to worm his way into something, especially with not making me pick up this Thalia and just taking the damage. He's at 4, which is incredibly low. I'm tempted to Prelate on 2 to beat GTA. We could also just, like, revoke GTA a second time. Or something. What am I playing around here? It has to be GTA Equip, right? Because he could like make me pick up the Thalia, untap. I pour the Tomb, but then he could still land GTA Equip attack. Oh no, because he can steal this Revoker. The Revoker's on GTA. Did I just revoke GTA a second time? Probably on 1 even. Kind of like just continuing to port. Probably on 1 also beats GTA. Yeah, I guess because they can't clear the Revoker after that. That's fair. Let's go Prelate on 1. Turn off Clouds, I guess. The only way you can do it would like be Wisp out the Revoker, but then like that's so much mana. It's currently Dobbs, but he can just produce a ground blocker and he's no longer Dobbs. But this line is bad against sort of Fire and Ice, but we still block, right? We chump block it and then he's just dead. Yeah, sort of Fire and Ice, we just block and dies. Never mind. It costs 3, 4, 5. Even if he has a Plow, he's at 2 life from the Tomb and he's just dead on board. Is this like a Jailer? Oh, that's kind of scary. Jailer the Wisp. Sure. Now he's forced to trade boards with me, right? But he's going to start drawing a bunch of cards. He still has a Thalia in hand from like 9,000 turns ago. I'm tempted to just Aether Vial, or turn off Aether Vial again here and just port. Attack with, so play before pre-combat, because he's forced to block with both here. I'm burning a bunch of time, which is really bad in the mirror. I shouldn't do that, but play Revoker on Vial pre-combat, attack with both. He has to block with both trades. We port like the Caracas or something. We have 2 Vials, though. We can Vial on our Thalia, which makes a second blocker, but it gives him access to his 3s. Because like we could port, if we didn't name Aether Vial, we could port the Caracas and Vial on our Thalia. I'm naming Aether Vial. think I'm putting this. Do I put the tomb? He's so low, he like can't use it a lot anymore. Put the Caracas. He has to cast, if he casts 3 drops into with the tomb, like he's still taking damage. Like that. But that's also scary. Attacking here seems really bad. Trade with a recruiter, turns on the vial again. He's not out of the woods yet. We could still find, like, Jite or something. He's at 2 life. And, like, we are pressuring his lands currently. I mean, he's drawing 2 cards a turn, but we just need to find some sort of action spell. Like a Flicker Wisp. Flicker Wisp is just... No, Flicker Wisp isn't lethal. He has a Caracas. But Flicker Wisp makes it so that we have lethal on board for next turn. We also force the Mother Runes trade. No, then we'd have to flicker the Recruiter, which is just horrible. I think we're just flickering my own land so I can double port still. Don't attack, just flicker my own land, pass the turn, hope he doesn't have like a plow, I think is the plan. See if we can get him dead. If we target the mom, like that just triggers, so. Our plan is that he does not have a plow and we can just wisp kill him. I can pick Thalia, sure. Don't do it. No, stop. Don't. Oh, thank God. We might be in the clear. He could still have a plow. Could draw the plow of this Monarch. Stop! Ugh. Try it again next turn. Yeah, Burma's mostly seeing play. Sorry, I'm focusing on not dying or not like timing out or anything because this is game 1. But Burma's mostly seeing play because of our Dreadhorde Arcanist. Play Thalia. Then he just wastelands my port, right? I guess it's similar. Not sure. That doesn't do it, right? If he doesn't have the 3rd plow, we should be able to win now. If he does have a 3rd plow, I'm just conceding now. Oh, we got there. Whew. That was a tight game. We got to squeak out that man dial just long enough. Whew. Anyway, we got 6 cards to board in, and only really 5 cards to bring in. Oh no, we got 6. How's Beekeeper 6? Good thing we're playing this unplayable Ballista today. I mean, this is why we're playing Ballista on the board, for the Mirror and, like, Maverick and a couple other matchups. And it's, like, random side hate against, like, the Bale Districts decks and stuff. This was specifically teched for the Mirror match. I am 4 minutes down on clock. This Mirror match just takes forever, so I'll probably be talking to chat a little bit less. Apologies if I don't get into your questions, but yeah. Burmaz is for Dreadhorde Arcanist. It's like the only card you can actually cast into it with a bolt in the graveyard and like be any sort of successful. Having 4 toughness is big in the bolt meta. Yeah, fuck off, Kuroko. Just you in particular. Rest of the chat, you can stay. JK, I love you too. Double Vial, Master Clock. Yeah, Double Vial really gets you. Oh, Snap Keep. Doing a lot of F6ing. Oh, I think I needle. I mean, I can needle the Vial next turn if I want to. Probably will. What's up? You can put it right here. I'm under time pressures.
Here you go.
Currently.
It's limoncello.
Ooh, cool. Thanks.
You want the cat in?
No, they have long claws and will stab me.
Alright, get out.
And needle the mom? That's rude. I'm gonna needle their Vial though, so.
She's in.
Ooh, we can even. Yeah, I'm gonna needle these Vials before he gets too carried away here. Fugitive Wizard Squad, go! Welcome to the mirror, nothing works. So true. How much am I supposed to respect Ancient Tomb here? Oh, never mind, not at all. That answers that question. Because, like, I could relic order the Pithing Needle to respect Ancient Tomb, but now we can just go get our own GT. And if he has Ancient Tomb GT, then we're fine. Man, Squires block Fugitive Wizards very well. Oh, geez, more removal. Glacier 6, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. It might be time to Relic Ward this Pithing Needle. Yep, activates, puts in the GT, sure. We have our own GT, and we have 2 live moms. The Vials are shut off. Glacier 6, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Enjoy your Thalia emote. Thanks for the support. Always appreciated. What you got, opponent? Oh, that's kind of rude. I'll just let it resolve. He votes for the Stoneforge. He's not going to vote the Stoneforge because we have 4 mana. Yeah, votes for the Aether Vial, that makes sense. Or votes for the Needle. Thanks for liking all my tweets. No problem. So I assume this is just like a brigade of Flicker Wisps. At least we have a brigade of plows to try to combat them. But, like, we're just going to get our GT flickered off of our Stoneforge Mystic 900 times. Better start chewing through them. Gotta force the action. Yep. Oh, is this Recruiter 4 Wisp? I'll plow the Recruiter. Yep. So this is Recruiter for Wisp, block with Recruiter, Flicker Wisp it. I think I would prefer to put it under Warder. Wasn't actually sure. But Mom, what is the Mom going to do here? I want him to not get more value. I'm also going to plow this Wisp before he untaps. Also, I don't think equipping onto either of my creatures mattered. I was, like, never connecting, right? And if he, like, wanted to trade here, he might have. I'll plow this Wisp, too. I don't want to, like, get a second Wisp and just get got. I mean, if he has second Wisp, we're still getting got, right? Because he gets to... Actually, no, because we'll be able to play our Wisp to protect from that connection. He likely blinks the GTA some more damage and killing the Stoneforge if he blocks. But if he wants to trade Wisp for a Relic Warder to get his Pithing Needle back to turn off my Moms, then, like, that's bad for me, right? I guess we have Moms, though, so he wouldn't block, right? So that's not an unreasonable line in that case. So I guess I'll pro white then attack, right? Better than just letting him block and having to deal with that. We have a second Mom back. This is another Wisp, then sure. There's another Recruiter for Wisp. Oh, that's bad. We're just like super dead now, right? Second Recruiter is just fucking getting bodied beyond space and time. We might just want to concede for time concerns. Not super dead. I think I'm gonna flicker my Relic Warder onto this GT. No, because he's... Oh yeah, because he had to flicker my... GT there. I probably should have actually done that last turn pro white, so we had to flicker the GT off. I'm dumb. Then I wouldn't have to play the Recruiter. I didn't even think about that. In that case, no, I want to keep this Needle. I can't flicker my own Stoneforge to get a thing, though. Oh, God. This turn was, like, full of me fucking up. I just, like, hit a vial. Call it a day. Yeah. Yeah, I fucked up that turn. Didn't even stop to consider it. Only has one more card in hand, though. So we might be okay here. This is the turn that pays you off. Yeah, I should have done it. Yeah, I definitely should have done it last turn, too. I don't, like, the damage doesn't matter at all, but... I guess also being able to flicker my Stoneforge that turn. It's probably better than flickering the second vial. Just getting a second equipment. But up to 4 is scary. But it also means There's no more wisps at instant speed at least. And Jailer on this board doesn't do a whole lot. Unless it's Jailer plus Plow, in which case we're pretty fucked. Those have to be like his exact 2 cards. But yeah, I missed the line last turn where I gave my Stoneforge Pro White to force the Wisp to go after the GTA instead of the Recruiter, and I don't burn a Plow on a 1-1. I can save Plows for these Flyers. I did just completely miss that. The mirror is full of a lot of, like, very intricate things. It's just very complex board states. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of things on the board, a lot of, like, instant speed stuff with, like, dealing with vials. We both had, like, pretty nutty starts this game, actually. Resolves. Target. Assume we target. Oh yeah, target the mom, right? Because that means I have to give one of my other creatures Pro White, or else the GJ connects. So I'm going to give the Flickerwith Pro White here in response. If he has, like, Plows as last card, we just get absolutely demolished. Or, like, Council's Judgment. Okay, we're still okay. I think I'd rather connect with my GTA than... I kind of want Monarchy, though. How greedy is trying to get Monarchy here? We'd have to Pro-White the Flicker Wisp. You'd have to have drawn actual Plow just now to, like, fucking savagely punish me. I think taking Monarchy is more important. Let's go for it. You could have plowed the mom and stuff over your. That's true. Not moving the GTA feels like a mistake, though. Does it? Oh, I guess because he could technically GTA up this Pal's Jailer, right? Oh, on his side? He could technically connect with the GTA, right? Like, get the Pithing Needle to turn off both GTAs, but we have Monarchy. Why did I plow that? I'm a fucking idiot. I had a GTA counter left. I'm a moron. I could have just pinged the thing and I could have plowed this Jailer. I'm off my rocker with this horrendous play. Why am I so bad? Was we could keep Monarchy. And we have this sort of Fire and Ice, so we're, like, pretty fine still. Yeah, well, we got a GTA counter for the next mom. How are we losing this? Don't think we're losing this, right? Feel pretty good about our current board position. Oh, I could have killed my one to stop the GTA. That's true. Oh, I'm bad. I'm so. Why am I so bad? I'll burn the last GTA counter. We have 2 mobs in play. We're fine. Actually, there's a mob on the other side. We trade more. Whatever. Oh, wait, no, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm so bad. Because now he actually gets to connect with his GTA. And I'm like, we just fucking die, right? I'm terrible at this game. I definitely like should have won this game. This is like the absolute worst line possible. I think we're still might be okay actually, just because we have so much mana. So we can equip we can force the GT activation by equipping the sword. I'm playing out of my mind bad though. I blame the clock. So we just equip the sword with the Stoneforge here. See what he does. Tomb was an amazing draw, also. I've played these last couple of turns extremely poorly. I'm also down like 3 minutes on the clock. Just played like 3 turns as badly as possible. This is a stack. Yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind. It's a plow. Actually, equipping this doesn't matter, right? Because he just... No, this forces the block, actually. Oh, I shouldn't have 6. Well, he just takes it? Oh, he can't block. Yeah, I'm pro-white. Maximum punished. Yeah, I did have the tomb, too. Let's shock this. Clear the board. All right. What is he gonna needle here? The sword, maybe? Gender reversed. Yeah, I should have revoked these Aether Vials. Oh crap! I hit my own. I need to kill in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, I mean, I think I was fine if I just didn't like play ungodly terrible for like 2 like extremely critical turns. Like I should have not have plowed the mom. I should have not wasted my GT counter when I needed to like kill his opponent's mom. Yeah, he had definitely had the game the last couple of turns, but he F6 through his draw of the plow and let me untap, apparently. I had the game, punted it away, and then he F6'd and counter punted, so it was all good. What's up? GG's. I played that game too, like, unreasonably bad for like a very critical 2 turns. I blame the clock. I always burn the clock way too much when I'm streaming, and then also play the mirror because I like won't shut up about the mirror. I'm going to give him the outs. You should have been more conservative. Yeah, I was playing really badly. Like I needed to the turn I plowed the mom, like I just blanked on having a GT counter. Yeah, I had the second game very easily. I should have just used the GT counter to pop it and like held it on the plow because you only had the one creature that had that mattered. Like because I have the plow to deal with any creature you put the GT on that turn. And then, like, I should have used my GT counter instead of, like, making you waste yours with the Wisp play. I should have just killed your mom so I could prevent you from getting GT counters, but I was just, like, playing like shit. Should have protected my attacker first. There were a couple. Yeah. I missed that the first time. I figured it out the second time around. I was like, oh, wait. Yeah, I just, like, wasted a plow. That was a more complex line that I actually hadn't, like, dealt with a lot before. But yeah, that game, I played extremely poorly. Oops. That's not the right number. It's supposed to go there. Two, three. Yeah, I saw drawing all 3 Crocs game 1 is drawing all 3 Crocs is always a feels bad. Time to eat this cheesecake. Since I'm no longer in a high stress match that just eats up all my clock all the time. Ooh, it is lemon. I love lemon flavored stuff. Lemon desserts are best desserts, don't at me. But yeah. When I'm streaming, I always play like way slower because I love like talking about all the lines and stuff. And then when I play the mirror, like it just always goes to time. I'm very bad at playing quickly. When I'm streaming, I'm very bad at playing quickly, like in the mirror, and just those combinations. Like I always just like burn my entire clock. And then because of that, then I start to make like more mistakes because I can't like think through my lines as much. Like if I just sat and stared at the board for like 15 seconds, I wouldn't have fucked up like 3 consecutive times in that game too. But when you have like 5 minutes left on the clock, you don't have those 15 seconds to just sit and stare at the board. This hand is unplayable. This hand is fine. Yeah, the Palace Jailer was... The game 1 with the Palace Jailer was definitely interesting. It's just a matter of like trying to get you down to low enough life that I could like try to sneak in those last points of damage. Yeah. I drew the wisp. I was like, well, I hope he doesn't have plow. And then you had plow, and I was like, well, I hope I had the second wisp. So I hope he doesn't have second plow. Does this green equipment count as nonsense to LBS if it's D&T playable? Is there something? Is that something that got spoiled? Ah, yeah. I'll keep this. No, we want second land. Go Aether Vial. What the shit is this thing? A Wolf Rider's saddle? It's just a 3/3, right? Thing looks like it sucks, right? Oh dear. Well, I hope we draw a land. And I hope we're not dead right now. Just pass the turn. Just pass it. Pass the turn. Just pass it away. Don't cast any Lotus Petals. Who needs those? Fuck. Here's Lotus Petal pass. Even then, we're probably still fucked. Maybe Batter Skull could be the second Batter Skull. Yeah, this equipment is very bad. This is interesting. Named Thalia, maybe? Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I kind of wish there was a plow on the top of my deck, but there probably wouldn't be this Grizzlebrand anyway. Revoker doesn't do it because we can't draw Revoker and the second land. Maybe we'll get Motovbug to draw the plow. Well, that was a horrendous draw. This time on, what interesting plays will this Reanimator player make? Oh god, I'm still dying from the screenshot that Barra sent me about the Reanimator player. Might I ask why you reanimated my Thalia? And the guy just replies, I don't really know. It was so funny. The guy just reanimated his Thalia, and when he asked, he was like, I don't know. I just did it. And like the reanimator player lost. Like he also had like thought seized him 3 times, and there was a Caracas sitting in his hand, and he was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna animate this Thalia. God, oh yes, it was real. No, I was crying. It was so funny. I guess I'll put in this Mother of Ruins, although we're super dead. Yes, please post the pictures so everyone can see. Oh, that's picture 1. That was the board state. And the second picture is chat. I sent the screenshot and said, I think I win here. Yeah. Bounce the Grizzlebrand, bounce the Ion, I bounce the Thalia. Oh god. That game is so fucking funny. What's up, Tux Dev? Alright. A lot of unmasks going around. I no longer have a hand. Let's draw Caracas. Alright, cool. Some interesting lines on both sides here. Maybe they'll discard no fatties. My new anti-non-blue build has gone quite well on my locals. Sounds fun. Well, we could beat a Chancellor if that's all they have is follow-up. If we rip a Caracas or like a Plow. please. One time dealer. That's not either of the things that I wanted. I think we're what we call dead in the biz. Yeah, 4 basics. Or 4, yeah. Yeah, I'm F6ing. I got shit. If my opponent wants to kill my mom, I can't get to tap it. So be it. We were dead a turn ago, I guess. Let me eat my cake in peace. While my opponent casts their entire deck. Probably entombing for something bad, like Iona. Oh no, it's actually Tad Spout, sure. This is taking too long. Just let me go to sideboarding. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot this is the sideboard plan of just haul the whole deck in. Crystal Band 2020. I would sign a board. Cut all this shit out of my deck. Collect 2 moms, I guess. This looks fine. 71 submit, no cuts needed. Yeah, ban Counterspell, that card that gets played as sometimes a one of in one deck. What's up, all the time? How's it going? I feel like we keep this. We can Needle Grizzlebrand and we have Caracas and shit. We have Council's Judgment even. What's going on? How's the league been? We're 2-0 right now. Now we're getting Grizzle branded. I do certainly think that if there was such a thing as a legacy watch list, I think Grizzlebrand would probably be on the top. Which DNC debate is Grizzlebrand participating in? Grizzlebrand. What you got, opponent? Please make it Grizzlebrand anyway. That would make my life. Should have named Grizzlebrand Enraged. Should have named the Lotus Petal. Thanks, chat. Chat always with the great plays. Blind Therapy. Rip, maybe? Thalia. Yeah, sure. That's fair. I'm just gonna Crocus Pass. This deck you're playing feels like when you play Modern. They thought we kept a good hand. This hand's very respectable. Until they like Ashen Rider both my permanents here and like take the cloud or some nonsense. And then make a Grizzlebrand after that. I'm just gonna Crocus Pass, I think. It's a possibility we don't want to open up the Crocus to being Ashen Ridered. Oh, never mind. We're just going to outskill my opponent here. Who knew that Cabal Therapy was actually Vampiric Tutor for your opponent? I've experienced it. It's very true though. Cabal Therapy really is only when it misses. When it hits, it's like okay, yeah, you always have like 2 of the card in your hand. It's just the worst. Oh man, there's an Archetype in the graveyard. We can beat that if we had a 4th land. Also, we just kind of beat it right as it currently sits. I guess if they make an Archetype and then Chancer, we're in a rough spot. I think I'm just gonna cast a Flicker Wisp. What's up, Elaine? How's it going? Trying to bully this red-black random rare player here. Currently, it's going pretty well for us. Ooh, Prelate. What numbers does Prelate go on? Just 1, right? We have a Judgment if they like reanimate a thing, in which they like need another mana anyway. Does it just go on 1? Could put it on 2. Two's not unreasonable either. If they cast Reanimate, they're just like super dobs. Because they have to take 1 billion damage, then we Judgment Hit and just kill them. Yeah, I like 2 actually. So the Thoughtseize bug. The Thoughtseize like bug is this joke that whenever you Thoughtseize your opponent, they're guaranteed to draw the card you Thoughtseize. Our draws have been very good. I'm gonna put this Prelate on 2. Yeah, if they reanimate something with like just actual factual reanimate, we just Council's Judgment it and kill them. Because they take 9,000 damage. Even if they like massacred me, we could like at least still have a Thalia. Punch. Alright, that should be all of their outs. Thoughtseize bug on my account is that they usually seem to get hit for 20 after I resolve one. That seems like a much better Thoughtseize bug. I really want to eat this cake, so please die, opponent, so we can go to sideboarding. I guess we don't really have to worry about clock. How is my Reanimator opponent down like 6 minutes on clock? What? Alright, well, we're going to resubmit and then hope to God we find our 1-0 Surgical Extraction for Game 3. That is the plan. After we get some cake. Alright, all these cards suck. All these cards also suck, but are better. And we'll just... Black-red is a nice cake matchup. There's just no way we win if we keep his hand, right? There's just these fucking 2-drop graveyard 8 cards suck so bad. My opponent kept 7 cards. How are we ever supposed to win? There's no way we win if we... There just isn't, though. There's just, like, absolutely no way we win. The answer is play blue. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm actually supposed to mold this. Like, I'm looking for, like, actual responses, which I think is just, like, I think I just shipped this. I think Caracas is better in an opening hand. Even, like, Sword to Plowshares could be more helpful. Obviously, Surgical's the nut, but I don't think Container Breach on the draw. I think on the play I would keep this. I think on the draw, this hand just doesn't have... If this hand had, like, a Plow or a Caracas or something to do, but this hand just doesn't do jack. Alright, this hand is going to get Cabal Therapied, but I think we'll keep this on 6. I'd hope to God they just don't like Grizzlebrand me to death. What's up, Disposable Hero? On the play also doesn't really do anything. It's turn 2 Container Priest, which is not bad. This can't be a keep. We have plenty of lands. We'd rather try to find our actual hate cards. Well, this is not Faithless Looting, which makes me sad. Dark Ritual, Animated Orc Zoom, Grizzlebrand, alright. Well, we can plow it. Hopefully, if they draw into Cabal Therapy, then they have to hit with it. They also just draw into more fast man, like make a second thing. We're most of the way dead for sure. Just pass the turn. You have nothing. There's nothing in your hand. It's all garbage. You just drew like 15 lands. Nope, stop. Please don't make an angry pig. I can't beat a pig and a Grizzlebrand. Just pass the turn. Your hand it's all air. It's all garbage. Can't beat this Swords of Plowshares. It's all fine. I should just F6. I don't know what I'm doing. Time for more cake. This is, in fact, a good cake matchup. My opponent has 14 cards in hand. What could possibly be the delay on their next play? What are they considering? Like, what the best Entomb target is? Looting. Oh, they have the pig. Okay, cool. Both teams tried hard. Ame did the pig, we die. Just in time to finish my cake. Ooh, do they also have Cabal Therapy? Oh, thanks. Ah, got him now, idiot. How are they going to win now? So this is actual 0 win, right? Like, we can't get this archetype off the board. They didn't even, like, Anime did it, so we can't. I guess even if we drew Reliquary, that'd just be too slow. We're just taking 9,000 damage. Hope they got it. Rip these plows. Because the outshame concede on that Revoker play. The out is them timing out at this point. They're taking some nice chalice. Yeah, we're good here. And we'll take my beatings and move on. That's the red-black matchup in a nutshell, though. Is game 1 you get dumpstered, game 2 you usually win, and then game 3 is just like a lot of praying. God, why is it so hot in this room? Why is it so hot in this house? Girlfriend keeps turning up the thermostat like a psychopath. Question for you all. What is your preferred temperature in your residence? How many degrees do you prefer your house, apartment, etc., to be? 72? That's so reasonable. These are all such reasonable numbers. That's insane. It is 78 degrees in our house right now. I have no idea how she's not melting. That's pretty gas. +60 Celsius. The only Celsius person in the chat. Yeah, 78 degrees. All right, thank you, chat, for affirming that she's some sort of crazy heat vampire. I'll be sure to pass along all of your guys' knowledge. It's not even the heat. It's not the heat's not on. It's just really hot in St. Louis right now. Like the AC is just off. So it is actually saving us money on the bill if I keep the house to the point where my skin is cooking off of my body, but then I have to deal with that. What are we playing against? Storm? Alright. Miscounted my can because half my brain was listening to your heat rant. You're welcome. Alright, so what are we doing here? I'm not confident my opponent's on Storm. Do I just port here? If my opponent is on Storm, next turn we can just recruit Thalia and Violet in. I think port's the safest play. Try to fish for more information. Regulation in St. Louis. Anyone if your tournaments that move based very local? Yep, I am very local. Does upkeep brain? Oh no, they're just floating mana, float mana. They're one of these people. Oh god, is that the Cyrus Snow-Covered Swamp? So they're gonna Thoughtseize the Recruiter, right? And port current. Yeah, I guess I can try to find their deck list, but I would probably Google their name on Sunday. Yeah, taking the Recruiter. I think it's time. I guess we don't even have to name LED, right? Because we're just gonna have it on file now. Question is, do I want to cast this sword or port them next turn? I think the answer is still port them. You gonna stream the playoffs? Yeah, probably. Wisp. Wisp does nothing. Tempted to get this sword into play this turn. Is that greedy? Sword into play means I can equip and start porting next turn. Also means I get to port them this turn. Delay or not? No, I'm not gonna delay. Just makes like talking with Twitch chat so miserable, and I get bored if I'm just like sitting there playing by myself and not just chatting with people. It's not the optimal decision if I wanted to, like, obviously try to fend off stream snipers, etc., but I'm having fun. Yeah, I'm with Lackey here. What am I supposed to do here? What's the matchup? We don't really know. I'm thinking Storm, though. I think I'm going to cast this sword. So I don't think we're winning, like, this board state regardless of my port this turn. This turn's on my port for next turn. Yeah, this is game 1. My hypothesis is Storm, especially with the Cyrus patented snow-covered swamp. Maybe this is Arcanist and they're stuck at red. Then I'm very happy to play a sword here. Also, wait, they have the basic. Wait, okay, this is Storm. First time I've ever played a game just looking at their opponent's name. Yeah, I feel confident naming LED here, I think. What if they're just like a bug deck? Play 5+ rounds again. Yeah, well, probably. I've never dealt with it to the point where I've noticed it. It's probably happened to me before, but I've never noticed my opponent ghosting me. That's life. I enjoy streaming more than I enjoy just, like, trying to play in the Legacy playoffs or whatever. There aren't really bug decks anymore. That's what I'm thinking. I have not actually played with Delay ever. Just go with the hedge name. We can always flicker it if we need to. Someone doesn't get, like, could do like a hand cover or something. There are options. I just don't really care that much. Good Abrupt Decay. Liliana's Triumph. We can't even flicker away from that. Fuck. Oh well. Also, they're just a bug deck. Kind of waiting for like Abrupt Decay so we can at least counter with the Wisp. Guess I'll port this Tropical Island? Question mark, question mark. Yeah, my line was that, like, if it's a bug deck, we can just, like, it's probably going to die anyway. I just sack the Flicker Wisp, because the Revoker's not important. They're not a deck that naming LED is relevant. I wanted to counter the removal spell with the Flicker Wisp, but you can't counter the Edict. Give a hit. And have Revoker on a good name. Oh yeah, we could have hit, I guess. That's fair. Pull 1 to 5 in the game look pretty normal, except on turn 5 with that mana and cards. I don't want to flicker any of their stuff. Do I have to, like, flicker my own land here? It's awkward because I don't want to put this in on main phase. Because then they could, like, cast a spell to kill my Wisp. But if I put it on an end step, I don't want to flicker any of their things, so I turn Revolt for them. Do I have to, like, flicker my own, like, port? Probably. Which I guess is fine, because I'm probably just porting them anyway. I don't even know if I'd name Veil. I might name Last Hope, if that were the case. Yeah, I don't want to activate their Fatal Pushes. But yeah, I think I should have flickered. Wasn't thinking about actually connecting. What is this timing? I wanted to play around Sorcery Speed removal, and I'm going to use the port anyway, so I didn't really care that much. And I didn't want to flicker any of their things, so I didn't want to turn their Fatal Push. I would say, does anyone even cast Liliana the Veil anymore? But I guess then the follow-up would be, does anyone like play Bug anymore? In which case, yeah, you got me. Ooh, that's not a fetch. Man, these plows are super not good. Looks like they might get the job done anyway. Alright, we did it, I guess. Despite probably suboptimal playing. They could have had a push, and like that would have been a lot worse for us versus the Edict. It doesn't matter since flickering the revoker cuts off hit, so never mind. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, you guys are idiots. I was right, Chad's wrong. As always. Honestly, I wasn't really paying attention to what you guys were saying at that point. I was busy punching my opponent in the face repeatedly. So we don't really know what type of bug deck they are, right? We saw, like, nothing. Still leave Revoker dead and flicker something else and still hit. Yeah, getting a 2-1, getting the connection there, maybe it was okay. Like, I don't know if my opponent's playing, like, Tarmogoyfs or some stupid shit. Like, do I want Cataclysm? I don't want Cataclysm against my opponent's Tarmogoyf deck, but I do want it against their bug version of Grixis deck. And they'd probably play Baleful Strix, so it's probably this, and then we'll reboard. We'll reassess for game 3. We're just gonna not respect Tarmogoyf at all. That looks fine, probably. If you're going to go to 19. I mean, my opponent registered Liliana's Triumph and Tropical Island in the same deck. At this, they could have anything. What could they have that gets ripped besides, like, the Goyf, right? How much graveyard interaction do they have? We're gonna shit like this. We have 3 Council Judgment to kill Goyfs. We have no idea how many cards. We haven't seen any cards that interact with the graveyard, right? That's it. Yeah, we saw basically, we saw Thoughtseize, Ponder, Liliana's Triumph, and Underground Sea and Buglands. I think that's all basically we saw. Yes, I guess Liliana's would make sense of Liliana's Triumph being my opponent's deck. I'll keep this. Put him all to 6. Alright. Just play a duel. Play a duel. Ooh. No fun opponent. Trying to hit their land drops and not get wastelanded. What a jerk. Probably porting next turn. Yeah, almost definitely porting next turn. Opponent, play some non-basics, please. I'm gonna port this swamp. I don't want to get... There's a chance I want to port, like, the island to turn off cantrips, but I really don't want to get him to Turok. I guess Turok probably finally like 6 cards in hand. Oh, that's wastelandable. here. Seems like things are going pretty good so far. Fetch dual land. Fetch dual land, punk, you won't. Come on. Non-basic. Yes. I think I let this resolve. Actually, I guess I'd rather have a squire in play. If they want to Thoughtseize the Batter Skull or like a sword, I'm not even like gonna do anything with it because I want to be porting them these next couple of turns. I think they'll probably end up taking like the Recruiter or something. We still have like a Wisp. Yeah, I think I want a 1/2 at least. Like, if they want to take the equipment, then sure. Let's grab the skull, I think. Please take it. Please take it. I really don't want it. I mean, I'm doing this with a sword, but I think it's still the worst card in my hand. Besides this Council's Judgment right now. But we're just going to take up a 3 or Wasteland Port them again, and then just attack them with a 1/2 here. And put in our 3-drop. So they'll probably take the Recruiter, I think, is the best hit. Then it gets awkward with this Wisp. Maybe we don't. Maybe we actually would put in the back skull if they take Recruiter. Certainly tempting. Oh, nice, they took the batter skull. Now I don't have to worry about Jack. Nice. Please stop hitting land drops. Kind of want to start porting this island now. Don't really care if they hit me. I mostly care if they like start casting cantrips to hit land drops. So we're like attacking their mana base extremely aggressively. The other question is, do we want a Wisp or do we want a Recruiter? I think Wisp accelerates our clock more. I think Recruiter is better though. Ooh, Hallowed Spirit Keeper. It does nothing currently, but I'll just go Infinite Wisp plan. Like, kill this Recruiter? No, they can't even kill it. More Wastelands? Sure. Playing a Spirit Keeper. Yeah, we're playing 1 Spirit Keeper in the main. Mostly to tech for these Baleful Strix decks. Yeah, sure. That's fine. Infinite Wisp plan. I don't think I want a Lotus Petal to cast a Stoneforge Mystic. I think we're just fine passing. I'll probably get Spirit Keepers to set up to beat like a Toxic Deluge or some stupid shit. We're so far ahead. can't even Toxic Deluge me. Port the swamp so we don't get like marsh casualties. Even if we did, we would still have lethal. But whatever. They're just dead. Very, very dead. We did it. We bullied bug cards. We'll never know what their plan was. We only saw Ponder, Brainstorm, Thoughtseize, and Liliana's Triumph, and Buglands. Those are the only cards we saw the whole match. What file under? Probably just some sort of bug control deck. It's probably on here somewhere. Sure, this bug's on here. Played against it once. Is bug on here anywhere? Can we assume there was a plan? That's, I guess, also fair. Maybe my opponent didn't have a plan. Maybe my opponent was on bug cards they owned. A bug delver on here. Really not just like, oh, there's bug control. We played against it once. Now played against it twice. Kind of sucks. There's no real reason to play green anymore. Yeah, the biggest reason is probably like abrupt decay effects now, right? It's the only green decks in the format. Like casting abrupt decay because that Goyf got outclassed. Zan sucks a whole lot. Wow, Batterskull, please stop being in my opening hands. Wow, I wish any of these hands were keepable. I wonder if this is keepable on 5. We get 2 looks at a land, right? We get a scry and a draw. Is a 4 ever going to beat my opponent on 7? It's like a good 5 if we had a land. Yeah, I think we actually keep this. Oh no. I'll just concede to Thoughtseize or the moment we have to move to discard. Oh, fuck, the mirror. Oh, come on. Let me hit this land drop. Oh, yeah. We in it, boys and girls. We are in it. I'll just do like Revoker my Aether Vial. Alright, well, that's beatable. We currently still okay. We still okay. Just ripping lands. I think I want to just play Thalia here. If they don't have Crocus, it just does brick wall their current plan. If they do have Crocus, then this can't do anything. We can get this Revoker down later. Oh no. Please no Phyrexian Revoker on Aether Vial. Go get him, Mom. Ooh, our own Stoneforge Mystic. I think I might actually be supposed... I might want to attack there, but... I don't think the 2 damage is worth it in the long haul. So this is fine. They have G-Tates, whatever. The sword. That's less whatever. I might actually revoke that sword. because that's just harder to block. It's a 3/4. Yeah, our current board state can handle a GT more than it can handle a sword. Yeah, sure. We still have Mom holding down the fort from a GT. I'm going to leave the Vial on 2. And of course draw the land. Which makes me wish my Vial was on 3, but not like a huge amount. So we can try to get our GT online. Currently winning that fight. They have a flyer against Dicey. They can make a batter skull here, but then that's not super scary. Actually, there's Stoneforge for response, sure. Put in the batter skull, sure. As opposed to Republic, I like to play on data decks. So you could probably search them on Goldfish. That's probably how Luminal did it. There's like a username search feature where you can see results with past decks. Oh, or the dead format Discord, JK. Let's grab GT. Take this file up. This plow that's currently uncastable. Literally can't cast it into infinite Thalias. I think my plan right now is like Mom the Thalia pro black and attack. Oh, that's kind of annoying. I'll put it in the GTA. In case the name's Stoneforge and leave me with an uncastable GTA. And keep their GTA online. Eventually we could plow that Revoker. Definitely need to find another land. Oh, they actually need Mom. Yeah, I just realized that this is. Wait. Is that even that bad for us? Can't we just get our GTA online now? Prelate doesn't do anything besides turn off plows, of which I have one in my hand, so that's bad. Equip Thalia attack, they block with the Germ. Means we can get our Mother Runes back online, though. I think we just would suicide the Thalia, get the Mom back online, and we'd have a GT counter left over. God, this lag. Moto. This is completely fine, right? Now we just trade. Sounds like Lily did bad. This is just. This is fine. We can beat this GT, right? Because we can just pro color. our thing. I just don't even want to put in this second umbrella right now. Because the only thing I would put it on is 1, but I want to cast this plow first. I think we're just gonna like leave it in our hand. Sure. Sure. Stoneforge doesn't really do jack right now. Equip to Spirit Keeper and attack. If they block with the germ, we just pro-black our Spirit Keeper, and then like pump it, eat the germ, get 2 more GD counters, and then we're fine. Black, pump, kill, get more GD counters. Just like game, right? If Moto doesn't fucking crash my computer before this game ends, this match ends. Hey, we did it. Did not expect to win that game when I kept a no-land mold of 5. But we got there. So, pretty clean cuts. Cut all the terrible cards, bring in the good cards. No idea why they blocked with their Thalia that turn. They should have blocked with the Batter Squad. Were they concerned of like losing the Batter Squad with the first strike? Because that lets them get their GT online, doesn't it? Because my mom's still off. Sand is good enough. That's the one of has been. I have yet to have it enter the battlefield. I've never actually drawn it this whole league. And last league it got like forced or dazed like 3 times, I believe. Stoneforge. Alright, we're going to go ahead and not respect the Ancient Tomb and just play our own Stoneforge here. What's in the house for? Yeah, I think it is like a complete house for Delver. So, that's a plow. It's fine. Don't know why they'd burn a plow like that. Ooh, we have a plow to burn like that now. I think the play is going to be revoke their GT still. If they have another answer for the revoker, we can still plow their Stoneforge after. Like if they put in their GT, untap, plow our revoker, equip, attack, we can still plow after that. So I think this is the play. Yep, activate. Hopefully they don't have like batters going in. That'd be kind of obnoxious. I guess we'd wisp it. Yeah. Assuming we don't get wastelanded though. They did get the GT, right? Yeah, they did. We'd even plow the germ. We really need to, but the germ's pretty unimpactful. We have so many answers for our hand, we could even like relic ward it. Imagine my Rashad Port's getting wastelanded though. Sure. What on earth would you revoke here? Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't even think I want to plow this batter skull. I might just wisp it. Jailer, not the time. Definitely not the time for a palace jailer. I suppose wisp is pretty bad against like a removal spell, but yeah, I think they're just putting in their GT here. Oh, they have the sword too. That's super obnoxious. Now I have to chump block, huh? Depending on how this turn goes, I feel like double block it and like rip a land and jailer their other thing. We could be in business. That seems like extremely greedy. But wait, they equip there. Deal. I'll just trade. Yeah, you got it. Cast the GT. Come on, land off the top. Let's go. Fuck. Never lucky. Let's relic ward this sword, I guess, and hold up. We can't actually hold up plow. Man, Hangland would have been so gassed there. Yeah, casting Revoker doesn't do anything. Let's relic ward the sword. They're almost the point where they can just like suit up their thing with the batter skull and just punch me in the face. But if they do that, then we're game for like ripping a land again next turn. Or again, we can just plow the Stoneforge the turn after. So if they spend their whole turn doing that, they can get supremely punished, or at least we can just like answer it. Just like plow the Stoneforge and like revoke the skull or something. So even if that's their best play, then sure, we'll take some hits, they'll gain some life, but we have plenty of other options. Wisp, sure, wisp their skull. That does make a lot of things. Makes my jailer worse. Guess we're playing Stoneforge and holding up Plow now. Opponent just refuses to wasteland me, even though I've been sitting on 3 lands for several turns. Please equip to your germ. Council's Judgment, that's mean. That resolves though. With the Relic Order and then equip to the Wisp, hopefully. And plow it. Equipping to the Stoneforge, I think is the correct play. Oh no, they want the connection, that's why they go to the Wisp, so that's fair. Another turn that we could really draw a 4th land. Ugh. God damn it. Just never drawing this land. So we can make a 6/6, but we could plow it too. I think I want to get my batter skull down, so I think we're just gonna pass. Batter skull or sword are options. If they equip here, we just put in our batter skull and block. If they equip here, we just plow it, so. Really would love to find a 4th land. My opponent continue. Oh, there it is. I guess I was supposed to just flip the mana. I didn't need to activate them. Recruiter, huh? It's moderately terrifying. They still have this GTA in their hand. They've just never put it into play. Jailer. Interesting. I have to plow just because I'm so tight on mana. So I guess we plow this germ token. God damn it. Really wish I could hit a land drop. I think I'm going to revoke sort of Fire and Ice. It's possible I want to revoke like Batter Skull. So I actually can't beat them just like putting Batter Skull on a thing. Whereas I can't beat this sword currently. They're going to jailer my germ though, and then we can't beat the sword, right? Yeah, let's revoke Sword of Fire and Ice. Turn Asa looking for lands. Yeah, I think we had all 3 of our lands in our opener. I could be mistaken. I feel like jailering me is like a pretty risky proposition though. Apparently we can just take the monarchy back. But I guess we don't gain anything because they just get the germ. And then we just like throw monarchy back and forth. If I like ballisted down the recruiter attack with everything. Then they actually get to eat the Stoneforge too. Yeah, maybe we're just fucked. Because it's turn 9, we have not hit a land drop. We can't cast anything. I guess we can cast this Mom. I think that might be better than Ballista here. I don't think taking Monarchy is what I'm game for. It's possible I wanted to like ping like Ballista the Recruiter and just attack with the Revokers. Revoke the Mom? Sure. So many Ewoks. There are a lot of Ewoks. We can just ping that Revoker if we need to. If we want our Mom back online. File, sure, whatever. Can we draw a land? Hey, we did it. We found a land. Turn 10. Daniel Diraz, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Now what do we do? Finally found the land. I think I'd rather just play this Brim Oz. I'm going to be sad when they have a Caracas, but... Draw another land, we can like Ballista for 2, ping off like 2 of their little wiener creatures. Burma has attacks for 2 things. We can take this Monarchy and keep a handle on it. We're in a decent spot. Wisp the Jailer, oof. Wisp the Trigger, maybe? Wisp the Jailer is a little scarier, because if we took back Monarchy, we'd get our guy back. That seems like a terrible line. But okay. Do I just trade with the Brimaz? I get a Vigilance token out of the deal, and then we just revoke the sword again, and then we have 5 creatures that are 4. If we rip a land, we can like ping off 2 other things. I think I just block. That's how this card works, right? Whenever it blocks creature, create a 1/1 with Vigilance that's also blocking. Yeah, I think this is just fine. If you don't remove it. Yeah, that's why I kind of want to just remove it. Because then we just get our Roker back and we can turn the sword off again. If we rip off another land here, we can just ping and just like crush them. Sword of Fire and Ice. Judgment. Is it possible that like pinging this Wisp is still good enough? Why not use Mom to protect it? Our Mom's turned off by their Revoker. I think Judgment something, but it doesn't seem great right now. We ping off their Revoker, and then pro white like the cat and attack, and then we'd have 4 blockers. That doesn't seem unreasonable. We'd have 4 blockers to their currently 3 attackers to keep Monarchy. Would put the shields down on the Mom, but it feels bad like just using the Ballista for 1 hit. %. Of why on D&T. The mirror, yeah, the mirror is a complete shit show. I do need to play fast for game 3. No, because then the Wisp can take back Monarchy, right? How many things do we have to attack with to take Monarchy from them? Can we just like bounce Monarchy back and forth? I think this is the line. Wait and see if they valid a Mom. I can't do that because I need to get my Mom online to take the Monarchy from them. If they have a Mom, we have a Judgment anyway, so it's not like the end of the world or anything. There's just like top deck Source of Plowshares off of this 1 Monarchy trigger. I think we've already cast 2 of them. Ooh, that's close. It's actually kind of useful. The game moved the Wisp and take Monarchy back, and then it starts bouncing back and forth, and I think we can take the board. As long as nothing horrible goes wrong, like second Palace Gem. That's... Oh my god, we rip a land. Please, one-time dealer. Didn't even need to cast this Palace Jailer. I guess that maybe that was the only removal spell for the Mom. Alright. Alright, I guess the plan is hope they don't have, like, Sarah Avenger, because I'm definitely going to Palace Jail this Flicker Wisp. If they, like, Violence Sarah Avenger, it's just the worst for me, because they attack, they get back their Wisp, they can Wisp their own Jailer, and then, like, Jailer one of my things again. And that's just horrendously bad for me, but I don't think I can play around that. I think we're just slamming Jailer, and their Wisp, and trying to take back the board. People committed to freaking out over CMC walkers for the next 3 years. And that's how it happened with, like, Liliana the Last Hope also did that. With, like, oh, it's not Liliana the Veil. And everyone's like, oh, you're wrong. But then, like, they printed bad 3 CMC walkers. So. This is a 3rd Palace Jailer? There's no way. Kind of like equipping Batter Skull, maybe? We just chump block. Goodbye, Stoneforge. They didn't take up their bomb. What are they doing with this, I wonder? Just having it. Like, they still have this GTA in their hands. This is kind of funny. It's been in their hand since, like, actual turn 2, I think. I was hoping this league would end at 11, but then we ran into the mirror fucking twice. We started this match at like 10:30. What you got? Flicker Wisp? This is a quick skull. Flicker Wisp on this jet would be pretty bad for me. Oh, that's fine. We'll just chump block. Starting like after getting grab before you. Are you playing Depths? Oh, you're playing D&T? Wow, maybe I'm just have really bad luck. So we have our mom online now. I kind of want to take down this Vial. Like, I just don't want to deal with instant speed stuff. I'm scared of... Just like Judgment and Skull. Our 2 Revokers are on our own equipment. We could equip our own Ancient Tomb and just go to battle. Or we could equip our own Batter Skull and just go to battle if we wanted. It seems like kind of loose, though. I think I'm going to cast Pithing Needle here. And then Needle is a Vial, I think. I might actually Judgment this Ratchet Bomb so it can't blow up my mom and my Pithing Needle. Although I guess that would blow up their Vial. I kind of like my mom in play. The other option is Judgment this Batter Skull, which I guess is probably better. Although they could take it up the Ratchet Bomb to 2 and nuke both my Revokers. Get their sword online. God, there's so many fucking decisions. I don't think my opponent's Batter Skull matters. I think I'm going to kill this Ratchet Bomb. If my opponent draws a Wisp, though, that could be bad. Wisp their Jailer could be bad. Don't even want to look at this board state. I don't want to look at it either, Lackey. This board state sucks ass. I think I'm winning. But, like, my opponent's also at 34 life. Their mom means they can start getting through with... Yeah, we're now winning less. I agree. Which is porting me 3 times on turn 14. Hey, they still can't get through because we have Revokers. I guess I'm just gonna cast my G-Tag. I can't do anything else this turn. Did you move the Eva figures on the bookshelf so they wouldn't show on your stream? You're damn right I did. They're not mine. I'm not gonna look like some weeb. Why isn't the thermostat fucking working? The thermostat just remains not going for some reason. They still can't attack. We continue monarchy supremacy. Auto yield. Actually, I probably shouldn't. Maybe I should just for time's sake. How often am I actually going to do something in the face of all of these Rashadan ports? They're burning so much more time using these Rashadan ports that I think I'm catching up on clock. This is going to get wastelanded if I play it. But I think I want the Agent 2 more, honestly. Yeah, they have to deal with a Vile trigger and porting me 4 times, so, like, I think they're gonna catch up to me pretty quick here. As soon as we get to 3 mana, we can Flick Wisp our Jailer. Eat another one of their things. Probably their Jailer, because if they draw Wisp, we're in for a bad time. Oh no, we can't eat anything because they have a Mom. Ooh, we can Wisp our own. We need a lot more mana to do these plays, though, with my opponent porting me 4 times. Oh no, they drew their Wisp. That gets them back to their other Wisp, though. Can they auto yield? Always no Revile. Yeah, it still takes some time, though, because you have to click on the trigger every time. Because it doesn't auto stack anymore. So they get Monarchy back here, but they can't kill any of my things. They also get a second Wisp, and God knows what they'll do with the second Wisp. I mean, I guess we'll figure out exactly what they do with the second Wisp when this resolves. Targeting my Palace Jailer. They're going to Wisp their own Palace Jailer. That might be actually like a reasonable play. We'll find out. This means they can blink a Revoker out for the duration of my turn. That doesn't matter. Unless they blink their own Wisp, and then like that's their plan, which also doesn't matter. Because we would have a Flicker Wisp that can block. It's a stupid ass game. They're just killing my cat soldier, sure. I feel like that was maybe like the 5th or 6th best blink choice, but okay. So we could flicker out our own Revoker on Jite, equip Jite to, say, our Phyrexian Revoker, pro-white it, attack, take Monarchy back. Maybe I actually wanted to lose my Chalice Jailer Monarchy. I didn't even think about that. Take Monarchy back, attack them, clear both the Flicker Wisps. They still have GTA as the last card in hand, though, so come back, rename the GTA. That would clear out both the Wisps, which is definitely not unreasonable. Actually, I could put the Palace Jailer. I want to revoke her untapped to block. Although no, the revoke would come back block untapped, so it wouldn't matter. Yeah, we don't need to rename GTA because we could kill the mom, I think, too. And we have the Wisp in place, so we wouldn't actually have to clear. This game looks like hot garbage. This game has been a lot of hot garbage. Yeah, I'm just gonna name Batter Skull. I think. I don't think it really matters. I am gonna clear this mom. And keep the other GT counter around. No, we don't need a rogue GTA. We still have a mom in play. Yeah, we have a mom and a wisp and a GTA counter. We have like plenty of stuff. So that wasn't there a minute ago. We whisked our own revoker. That was the whole. That was like 50% of the plan at least. This is fine. We even have clock advantage. We're tied on clock now. Council's judgment. That's a little scary. What do we do about that? Hang on. Pause. Do I just kill a wisp? If I kill a wisp and pro-wipe my wisp, they can vote off the wisp equipped to their other wisp and attack me. So I think I need to leave the GT counter on the GT and not activate the Mother of Runes, right? Although they can, if they vote the mom off, then they can get GT triggers with the Jailer, right? No, we could block with Revoker and ping it off. So we just don't use our GT counter and we're okay. Yeah. So now if they equip a Jailer, we're still fine. You pro at the Wisp pretty safely, I guess. Yeah, let me suit up a giant Revoker. And we have Plow. Oh, whoops. I don't want to play this Aether Vial, so. It's literally just not even worth playing this Aether Vial. I mean, they're needled, so it, like, doubly doesn't matter, but... Alright, now I just need to deal 32 damage in 5 minutes. But I think I win here. I think we have the game now. Leon and Relic Order, huh? That's mildly... Oh, no, we just have a Plow. We're fine. Relic Order the GT, I assume. Then we ping off both these Wisps. Yeah. You're done in 5 minutes? Yeah, I mean, we kind of have to be. Yeah, they're not winning. We have a Plow for this Relic Order. You gonna port me 4 times? Nope, they've given up. Technically, this gives them, like, they could force me to use the Smother of Runes if they block with the Jailer here. That's fine. No, I don't know how to spell Batter Skull. Only 31 more life to go. I mean, we're about to start dealing it in very large chunks, so... What you got this time, opponent? Alright, cool. They conceded. Thank you. I appreciate it, opponent. Thank you for conceding. Neither of us wanted to keep playing this game. We did it. Alright, I'm gonna go host someone real fast because I have a dog to take care of. And these leagues have just been going for like 900 years every time. We've just been hitting the actual pits in terms of match, or in terms of like how long these matchups go. Alright, but anyway, Cyrus is streaming, so let's go fucking host Cyrus. Storm Master Extraordinaire. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. As always, you can support the channel by following, subscribing, donating, etc., etc. My YouTube and Twitter links are down below on the page. All these streams are always posted to YouTube, so if you're ever going to want to go watch hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of Death and Taxes content, then you can go over there. But anyway, what the fuck is this? This isn't Legacy. He's playing Marn Hogak. Fuck off, Cyrus. JK, we're still going to host him. Cyrus is a cool guy. Anyway, see you guys all tomorrow.